You have more stones than kidney tissue left in your kidneys, says the surgeon to the young woman as a way to explain why he was putting a central venous catheter in her neck. We need to start you on dialysis right away. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine, and today I'm going to tell you a story that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about healthy dieting. Is losing weight worth losing your kidney? Meet LD. She is a 36-year-old woman with 2 full-time jobs. She is a proud mother of 2 and a veterinarian. She is the mom who never misses a soccer game, the vet who stays late to comfort a scared puppy, the woman who meal preps on Sundays but by Wednesday is eating leftover goldfish crackers from her kids' lunch boxes. Sound familiar? LD decided she was done feeling exhausted, done avoiding mirrors, done making excuses. She wanted to drop 30 pounds in 60 days, shock her husband, surprise her friends, feel amazing in that dress she hadn't worn since college. So she started following what millions consider a healthy diet. She followed every rule, every restriction perfectly. LD was actually able to lose those 30 pounds in 60 days. But here's where our story takes a dark turn. 2 months into her diet, LD starts feeling off, stomach pain, constant nausea. It's just my blood adjusting, she tells herself. No pain, no gain, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. Day 63, LD is hunched over the toilet and what comes up makes her blood run cold. Coffee grounds. That's what it looks like. Dark, grainy coffee grounds. Except it's not coffee. It's blood. Her stomach is literally bleeding from the inside. Now guys, before I reveal exactly what happened to LD's kidneys, and trust me, it's shocking, I need you to understand something crucial. What LD was trying to do was the right thing.
What?
Taking action to improve your health is never wrong. She made just one crucial mistake. LD wasn't following just any diet. She was following an extreme protocol that literally turned her kidneys into rock gardens. And here's the thing. The human body is incredible. It can adapt to almost anything, but push it too far, too fast, and it breaks catastrophically. So please don't let these stories scare you away from taking care of yourself. Exercise, follow the right diet, eat your veggies, but keep getting form as you are doing right now and avoid the extremes that send LD to the emergency room. And if you are on a renal diet or plan to start a renal diet, you need to be sure you are not making any of the mistakes LD made. Because here's the thing, diets do work. And if you have kidney disease, the right diet can literally save you from dialysis. I can tell you this based on years of experience with CKD patients, and I can help you too. I offer one-on-one consultations, fully personalized and created to help you get the results you want quick. And with each first consultation, I also offer a tailored renal diet which is based on your labs, your symptoms, and your stage of CKD. This is a science-backed approach that's actually proved to be working with real patients. So if you want to know more about talking with me one-on-one, or if you are ready to start improving, send me an email email at catherine@newhopeforkidneypatients.com or click the link in the description. But don't wait, there are only so many patients I can accept at once and these spots fill up quickly. Let's start your journey back to kidney health today. Let's go back to LD's case now, because what the doctors discovered when they examined her, it would shock even them. Remember that opening line, "You have more stones than kidney tissue left"? That's not an exaggeration. That's exactly what the scans showed. Okay guys, time to dive into the medical mystery. How can a healthy diet turn your kidneys into gravel? After a rush car trip to the ER, the young woman explains to the admitting nurse that she hasn't been able to eat anything without immediately vomiting for 3 days now. She was in pain. The last 3 days and 3 nights proved to be the worst of her life. Nothing stays down, not water, not crackers, nothing. But when she describes her recent episode, the urgent care nurse's face goes pale. "That's something you need to see a doctor for, right?" LD asks, already knowing the answer. "Yes," said the nurse. "I will get the doctor to see you as soon as possible." While waiting, LD's mind is racing. This wasn't supposed to happen. She done everything right. She was trying to get healthy, not end up in the emergency room. How can a healthy diet cause so much pain? LD is brought to an examination room and shortly after, a doctor walks in. He reviews her chart and his expression changes. "We need to run some tests now." What they find will haunt every medical professional in that room. First, the blood work comes back. Creatinine 4.53, normal is under 1.1. GFR 10, normal is over 90. The doctor reads these numbers 3 times. "This can't be right," thought the doctor. Guys, let me translate what these numbers mean. In less than 8 weeks, LD went from perfectly healthy kidneys to end-stage renal failure. 8 weeks! That's faster than most aggressive cancers destroy organs. But here's where it gets even stranger. Her FENA, fractional excretion of sodium, was 4%. Now, this may sound like gibberish for most people, but this number tells the doctor something crucial. Her kidneys aren't just failing, they're being destroyed from the inside, cell by cell, tubule by tubule. The ultrasound tech calls the doctor over. "You need to see this. On the screen where smooth kidney tissue should be, there is chaos. Stones everywhere, like someone filled her kidneys with gravel and shook them." "LD, we need to talk," the doctor says, pulling up a chair. His voice is gentle, but his eyes betray the severity. "You have kidney stones, more than we can count." "Can you remove them?" LD asks, hopeful. The doctor pauses. This is the part he's been dreading. The stones aren't the real problem, they're a symptom. Something is attacking your kidney tubules, destroying them. And whatever it is, it's also creating these stones. In 20 years of emergency medicine, I've never seen healthy kidneys fail this fast in someone your age. Whatever caused this is aggressive, and it's still happening. The room goes quiet. LD's voice breaks the silence. "Doctor, am I dying?" "We don't know." Okay guys, it's time to take a look at LD's lab reports and see if we can understand what is actually happening to her kidneys. Now, the first thing we can see here is that her main kidney function indicator, her GFR, is down to 10. But what is causing kidney damage? To find out, the very first thing we need to look at is her fractional excretion of sodium. In case of acute or sudden kidney damage, this is very important. It represents the percentage of filtered sodium that is excreted in the urine, and what it tells us is where the damage is happening in the kidney. Here's how to read it. If this value is below 1%, it means we need to look into dehydration, heart failure, or anything else that can stop blood flow to the kidneys. Like kidney stones. Kidney stones will create back pressure, reducing blood flow to the kidneys. So, if the cause of the damage was the presence of kidney stones alone, we will most likely see a FANA below 1%, but that's not what's happening here. With a FANA of 4%, the damage is being caused by something else. In fact, what this value tells us is that the kidney is not reabsorbing sodium, and this happens when the tubules are damaged. The other relevant test here is serum potassium. This is a mineral that can accumulate when kidney function is too low. In a patient with a GFR of 10, we would most likely be seeing normal or even elevated potassium, but this is not what's happening here. Her potassium is too low. And this is where the medical team finally understood what was going on. There was just one more test that they needed to do in order to find the cause for her kidney damage. Because remember that healthy diet LD was following? Yeah, it wasn't just turning her body into a stone factory. It was literally destroying her kidneys. And they needed to do just one more test to confirm this theory. Just one. Can we find out which test? Alright guys, time to play detectives and solve this medical mystery. While LD's doctors are scrambling for answers, let's see if you can crack the case first. I'm going to give you all the clues. Let's see if you can figure out what's turning this woman's kidneys into a rocky quarry. Here's what we know about her case. So, on a first glance, many of these symptoms may seem unrelated, but there is one thing that is linking everything together, just one thing. Because you see, there is the million-dollar clue. LD lost 25 pounds in 8 weeks. That's aggressive. That's extreme. And remember the title of this video? This diet has a crucial danger that millions don't know about. So the answer seems to be an extreme diet that can have, as a consequence, all the symptoms you see here on screen. Do you know which diet can cause them? If you think you know the answer, write it down in the comment section. So guys, here comes the final clue. LD was following one of these diets. LD was following one of these 4 diets. Vegan diets, Atkins diet, keto diet, or raw food diet. Which one of these can cause all the symptoms on screen right now? Drop your guess in the comments right now before I reveal the answer. Because the real answer shocked even her medical team. They ran test after test, blood work, imaging, all they can think of, until one simple urine test changed everything. LD, we found something, the doctor says, holding the lab results. Your urine is loaded with ketones. Tell us exactly what you've been eating. I've been eating eggs, beef, avocado, chicken, butter, and peanuts. LD lists 0 carbs, 0 sugar. I'm doing strict keto. The doctor's face says it all. Mystery solved. But LD is confused. Wait, keto is supposed to be healthy. Everyone's doing it. How is this happening to me? And that, guys, is the question. How can a diet followed by millions, promoted by even more influencers, send a healthy 36-year-old woman into dialysis? The answer is about to blow your mind. And in the final part of the video, we will also see if LD is going to be able to make a recovery, or if she is going to be bound to dialysis for the rest of her life. So don't miss the end of the video. Before that, question: how can a keto diet send a previously healthy woman straight to emergency dialysis? Buckle up because the answer is going to make some of you angry. Here's why. Remember when I said millions are following this diet? Here's what they don't know. Look at this. 7.9% of adults on keto get kidney stones. That's 1 in 12 people. Let me put this in perspective. If a medication gave 1 in 12 people kidney stones, it will be yanked off shelves immediately. FDA recalls, class action lawsuits, CEOs in handcuffs, any pharmaceutical company sell a drug with a 7.9% kidney stone rate will be obliterated. It will go bankrupt faster than you can say ketosis. But when it's a diet, yeah, let's just keep pretend everything is fine. Anyway, kidney stones are just the tip of the iceberg here. Here's what keto really does to your body. This diet also increases the acid load in the body, as you can see, and that's incredibly dangerous if your kidneys are not working properly. Second, your cholesterol will skyrocket. All that bacon and butter, your arteries are screaming. On top of that, the kidneys themselves are forced into renal hyperfiltration, basically working overtime to handle all that protein. Now, according to the study we are examining, is when you put all this stuff together that you start to face the real possibility of serious kidney damage. Your kidneys are working overtime 24/7 trying to filter all that protein. Then you add the acid. Then you add the kidney stones. At some point, your kidneys can't do this anymore and they just wave a white flag. By the way, guys, the numbers I just shared are from studies on healthy people, alright? Not people with kidney disease. If you already have kidney issues, multiply these risks by 10, maybe 100. And here's what happened to LD. A snowball effect of kidney damage. It's like a snowball rolling down a mountain. Small damage becomes big damage. Big damage becomes kidney failure. It was clear at that point that the keto diet started an avalanche that couldn't be stopped. So here's the million-dollar question. Is losing weight worth losing your kidney? And while we ponder what the right answer to that question is, LD has a completely different question in mind. Will I ever recover? And here's where I can finally share some hope. After multiple dialysis sessions, tubes in her neck, machines cleaning her blood, LD's kidneys started to wake up. Once she stopped the keto madness and started eating normally, the acid bath stopped. The protein overload stopped. Her kidneys could finally breathe. At discharge, her kidney function was climbing back toward normal. She dodged a bullet. Barely, but thousands of others won't be so lucky. Anyone who is not a perfectly healthy 36-year-old may not have in them what it takes to recover from such an ordeal, especially if they also have other conditions to deal with, such as diabetes. Following an extreme diet may be even more dangerous. So, is losing weight worth losing your kidney? Look, you can lose weight safely. You can protect your kidneys while getting healthy. But extreme diets that turn your organs into stone factories, that's not the way. Your kidneys are precious. Once they're gone forever. Don't gamble with them for a number on a scale. And guys, if you want to learn more about how to eat to protect your kidneys, my video up here is for you, and this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye!